everyone! Today I'll be doing a review on the new Louis Vuitton lipstick pouch. I'll be going over the features, what fits, size comparisons, pros and cons, and then I'll finish this video sharing my overall thoughts on whether or not I would recommend this piece. And trust me, you're gonna wanna watch to the end because I have a lot of thoughts. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So this Louis Vuitton lipstick pouch was a part of the larger cosmetics line launch that happened at the end of August in 2025. This case does come in this classic monogram canvas, and it also comes in epi leather, and the epi leather version comes in several different colors as well. So this case actually looks very similar to the classic cosmetics pouch, but it is a little more rectangular in silhouette than the traditional half moon shape. The piece does have two little vachetta tabs, similar again to the cosmetics pouch. In this case, they are treated, so that is a nice feature as well. This one does come with a keychain. Now, this is their normal clasp. It is different from the clasp that is included on the traditional Louis Vuitton clay pouch. While this chain can be used as a normal key holder, you could also use this and hang it as a bag charm on your bags. On the interior, there is just a microfiber lining, which again is different from the key pouch that has more of that canvas, coated canvas on the interior. In terms of dimensions, this measures 4.3 inches across by 2.4 inches high and about 1.3 inches wide. This piece currently retails for $495 in the monogram version and $605 for the epi leather version. So now let's talk about what fits. So this pouch was obviously designed to carry their new Louis Vuitton lip products. So as you can see, it does fit two of their full-sized lipsticks. So just in case you don't plan to spend an arm and a leg on seriously overpriced lipsticks, I do have these lip glows from Dior. Now these are also arguably overpriced, but a quarter of the price of the Louis Vuitton lip balm. But just so you can see that other lipsticks do fit in here with no issues. And so this can carry probably most normal full-size lip products. Now, as usual, I will be sharing a what's in my bag video where I jam this little pouch full of adorable mini makeup. So if you want to watch that, be sure to keep an eye out for my short form content across all of my social media platforms. But for this video, I thought I would share probably more practical items that you might actually carry in this pouch on a daily basis. So the first thing I'll show is a set of earbuds. So this is not a pair of Apple ones. I use really cheap ones from Amazon because I'm scared I will lose them. But this does fit into the pouch. It's a little tight when you zip it, but they do fit with no issue. So for me, I've been using this more as an extra mini catch-all for my key fob and other things. So I'll show you what actually is in my normal daily bag. I have a perfume, a mini lippy, a pack of gum, my key fob, and then my key. So in case you're curious, in terms of things that do not fit, first off, credit cards do not fit. Long lip products are not going to fit either. And so now I want to do some size comparisons for you. I'm also going to share at the end of this video which of these pouches I actually recommend overall. So be sure to stay tuned again until the end of the video. So first, let's do what I think is probably the closest comparison. So this is the classic Louis Vuitton key pouch, or their clay. So obviously from the front, in terms of that surface area, it does look like the key pouch is larger. However, the key is looking at it from its side. So obviously this one is very slim, whereas this one does have a lot more space. So just in terms of showing the comparison of the size capacity, I have everything in here that I had just shown that fits in the lipstick pouch. And while I can technically zip this, it is not intended to carry this many things. This is stressing me out. I'm going to unzip it. So yeah, this definitely doesn't hold as much as the lipstick pouch overall. It's pretty close, but this one does carry a hair more, again, due to the way it's shaped. I thought I would share my micro Alma bag charm because technically you can use the lipstick pouch as a bag charm as well. So I just wanted to give you a general idea of the size. Obviously, I think the lipstick pouch definitely has far more carrying capacity and it's far more practical than this little bag charm here. And this one is, like I said, $4.95. I believe the Alma bag charm is $885. It's some crazy dollar amount for a very small, albeit very cute, but very impractical bag charm. So just to give you an idea of price comparisons as well as size comparisons. So speaking of price comparisons, this is my new Louis Vuitton Cosmetics purse. I actually just recently shared a full review on this piece. It is another new release from Louis Vuitton. But get this, so obviously this is significantly larger than the lipstick pouch. As you can see, this one also comes with the Vachetta strap as well. And this cosmetics purse is only $35 more than this lipstick pouch, which I think is pretty mind-boggling given the size difference. But again, this cosmetics purse is only a better value if it's something that you would actually use, right? Because, you know, I know there are people out there that aren't looking for something of this size. So even if you bought it and it's only $30 more than this, if you were to actually know that you would use the lipstick pouch on a daily basis, it would fit your needs and what you would be looking for instead of having this much larger pouch, then yeah, the lipstick pouch is a better value in that sense. So again, it's all to the eye of the beholder and what you would use it for. But on paper, if you are comparing these two, this one is definitely a better price per size than the lipstick pouch. So here is the Key Pouch S. Again, this is just a great example not only of size comparison, but price comparison. So this Key Pouch S is $390 versus the $495 price tag for the lipstick pouch. So a few non-Louis Vuitton options. This is the Gucci playing card holder. This is not intended to be a purse or a coin purse. It's actually to hold playing cards, but I have found it to be a very functional option as an SLG. So again, for size comparison, this does fit everything that I had put in the lipstick pouch. But as you can see, I was also able to add some credit cards as well, and everything fits with no issue. And it's just very compact. I do really love this piece. Here is the Ophidia Dome GG Supreme key pouch, I think it was called. This one is sadly discontinued. I don't know why they got rid of it because it is absolutely adorable. This one is obviously slightly larger than the key pouch. The drawback to this one is that since it is discontinued, the price on it right now on the retail market is quite high. I still think it's a great piece. It does come with a little keychain as well, so you can attach it as a bag charm or use it in a variety of ways. But yeah, this one is going to be arguably more expensive than this lipstick pouch. So now let's talk about some more affordable options that are comparisons. So the first one is this lipstick pouch that I was gifted from Dress Up Your Purse. I love this one. I like the shape of this one. I feel like because it's a little bit taller than the Louis Vuitton version, you can hold a lot more in this one. I also love the leather and the structure. There is like a good shape to this one as well, and it is in a Togo leather, and this is retailing for $55, and I do have a promo code I can share that I'll include here. But either way, even at the normal retail price, I do feel like this is a very well made, beautifully crafted piece. And because it's leather, personally, I think, you know, you are getting a better material than the canvas. So I do think this is a great option. If you like the shape of this lipstick pouch, this one I also found on Amazon. I think this one I want to say was $10 to $12. This one is larger, I would say, than the Louis Vuitton version. So it can carry a good amount more. I feel like it is like a little less structured as well. And this one does have a keychain, but it's not like a long chain the way the Louis one is. But again, it serves the same function, and it is like pennies compared to the price of the Louis Vuitton version. And then finally, just because I have this one, this is a very super slim option that, again, I found on Amazon. This one feels nice, I will say. It is very slim, so I have two items in here right now. I have a lip balm and a mascara. You could probably fit maybe, let's try. Yeah, you can fit maybe another lipstick in there. So it's a very slim option if you're looking for something to really just carry lip products, versus this one can hold more of those catch-all items like I had shown. All right, so now let's talk about the pros and cons. So in terms of the pros, obviously this is an absolutely adorable piece. I am a sucker for any type of small pouch or SLG. So the moment I saw this, I was very smitten. I am surprised that it can carry the two full-size lipsticks, and I do think overall it has a pretty good carrying size given, you know, the size and shape of it. I like as well that it comes with the keep pouch ring, and I like that the little lobster clasp on this one is the smaller version versus the larger one that is included on the clay. So those are what I would say are the main pros of this piece. So let's go ahead and talk about the cons. So I would say the first con obviously is just the price. I do think $495 for this little pouch is really, really steep. And especially when you compare it to some of the other canvas options out there, the price tag on this really is something that I think would be a barrier for most people, which I think is totally understandable. It's something that I have brought up in my cosmetics purse review as well as other bags I own. The fact that the canvas folds right here on the corners are definitely going to be areas where this piece will wear. And because it is an SLG that I would assume people are going to be tossing in and outside of their bags on a regular basis, I do think you're going to probably see wear in these corners pretty quickly. Also, a big thing, and something that I've heard other people who have owned this piece have mentioned to me, is the fact that it isn't the smoothest opening and closing of the zipper. And I think it is because, I don't know if you can see it, they do very nicely line this micro suede edging right here, but I don't know why they kept the edging so tall. So it does go right up against the zipper. So often when I'm trying to zip this, it can get stuck like right along the edge because of how tall the lining is on that micro suede. Most of the time it's not too bad, but like just there, you can kind of hear how it does get a little caught sometimes. The zipper itself is smooth, but again, that's just something to keep in mind if those types of things bother you. Another thing, and overall, again, this is just my personal preference. I tend to lean towards items that are very slim in their profile. That way, because they're slimmer, it's easier to slide into my mini bags. So this one, while again, it is not a large piece whatsoever, but if you compare it again to like my key pouch, that is just so slim, that I just think is easier to fit in my mini bags. Okay, so now let's talk about my overall thoughts about this lipstick pouch. So if you were to ask me as a friend, hey, I'm thinking about buying this pouch, what are your thoughts? Would you recommend it? My answer to you would be resoundingly no. I don't recommend this. I just don't think it is worth the price tag for what you're getting. Now, obviously, I bought it. And to be honest, I like it. I do. I think it is really adorable. I've enjoyed using it, but I just think there are so many other options out there. So if you were coming to me saying, I'm only going to pick one Louis Vuitton SLG, or hey, I want to get my most bang for my buck, in those senses, I would definitely just not say this would be a top option for me. If you are a collector like me, if you are just a sucker for small, tiny pouches, and you know, have the ability to purchase multiple things, yeah, sure, add this to your collection. It is very cute. But again, I personally would say this is not the best SLG in this size category. Definitely not the best SLG in this price category. So in case you were wondering what I would recommend instead of this lipstick pouch, these are the 3 top options I think would be the best. And this is in no particular order, so to speak. But from a luxury standpoint, these 2 would be my top options. The Key Pouch S, I just think is such a great piece. It continues to be one of the top Louis Vuitton SLGs that I recommend from my collection. I think it's extremely functional. It's very slim, so it fits into so many bags, including my mini bags. And at the price point of $390, which is only, I think, $60 more than the original Louis Vuitton key pouch, I just think that this is a great deal. Obviously, we're talking about luxury items. $390 is still a lot of money, but again, if we're comparing across the luxury realms, I think this is a great option. The other one I absolutely love, and again, I have recommended this on my channel time and time again, this Gucci Ophidia playing card holder, I just think is such a great piece. If you are looking for something that's not Louis Vuitton, this one again is $400, so it's already almost $100 cheaper than this, and it carries so much more. And in terms of more affordable options, I would highly, highly recommend the lipstick pouch from Dress Up Your Purse. I absolutely love this. I think the size is ideal. I like this size, again, better than the lipstick pouch from Louis Vuitton. The moment I saw this online, I was in love, and I reached out to Melanie, who is the owner of Dress Up Your Purse, and she so kindly sent this my way to try. And as I suspected, I knew I would absolutely love this piece. I like that it has structure to it, but it is still, like, it still feels slim, and you can fit so much inside of it, and the leather again is so beautiful. So I do think that this is the best in terms of the more affordable options out there. So that wraps up my review. And as always, I want to hear what your thoughts are. I know a lot of people are really interested in this piece. I got a ton of positive feedback when I had shared my unboxing video. So I'm curious now, after watching this video, what your thoughts are on this. Please be sure to share in the comments. So as always, if you like this type of content, I would absolutely love if you would like and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to watch more of my content, I'll be sure to include a playlist here, and YouTube will also include their recommended video up here. Otherwise, bye for now.